Hello, my name is Daniel Yuck. Thank you for joining today. I appreciate you, your time, and your support. In today's video, I want to dive in and check out these guitar straps with you from a company named SHIEN, and I want to see if they're any good. I will be leaving my SHIEN affiliate links for you in the description below so you can check out the straps featured in this video on your end. If you have any questions at all, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I will do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this for you. With that being said, let's get right on into this. First and foremost, these guitar straps were very inexpensive for the look of them. They look fantastic. I'm going to bring you a closer set where you can see that. They look great, and the price point was even better. I believe this strap right here, it isn't a faux leather like these. This one's more of a felt material, but it does have beautiful embroidery designs on it. I think this one was like $7 or $8. And then these faux leather ones were on sale. I got them for $5, but I think they're around $9, give or take. Don't quote me. This one is like a silver kind of like leather felt with embroidered designs as well. That one was also $5. So this one right here I didn't get on sale, but I love the design, so I took that one, and that one again was around $7. All of these were $5, like $5 and some change, because I did get them on a flash sale. To kind of put that into a better perspective, I have an Ernie ball strap that I got right here. I think I got this from Guitar Center or Sam Ash. You can see it is a brand name of Ernie ball right here. This one ran me around $25 to $30. It isn't a leather felt, it is a fabric felt strap. It's about as thick as this one, but these faux leathers are much thicker, and the comfortability in the faux leather I feel is going to be better than this one. This one was far more expensive. It does have a nice embroidered design on it, as you can see. However, in terms of price point and quality, I'm leaning more towards these SHEIN cheaper ones right here, just because they look fantastic over this one. This one has a plastic part right here, and it just has like some faux leather on the ends right here. This is a very old strap as well. I've had this one for a very long time, but at first impressions, these cheaper SHEIN straps outweigh this one by light years, and that's going to be subjective. Everyone has different personal taste and preference. For me, I would prefer to go with these over this Ernie ball that I paid a lot more for. And there's even this standard strap right here. I think this one is just like a really basic kind of nylon material. I think this one was around $10 or $15. There's no brand name, it just has like a little letter L on there. There's no brand to this one. This one was still more expensive than the SHEIN straps that I got right here. So at first impressions, these SHEIN straps are in the lead versus the straps I already had. So I want to bring you close up so that way you can kind of see them, and then I'm going to kind of assemble them. We're going to put them on the guitar just to kind of see how they feel and play out, and then kind of, I guess, relay our opinions on what I feel about these SHEIN straps right here. What I think is crazy is that these straps didn't even come with these little strings right here. So these are for like classical guitars. These don't have that, but yet the cheaper SHEIN straps did come with them. So off the bat, the SHEIN are definitely winning. This strap right here actually came with these little locking washers. You put that on your guitar and you put them on the end. I'm going to show you here, and it actually came with the classical strap as well, as you can see. So again, for the price point, SHEIN straps are definitely winning. This one's going to be the silver right here, and you can see they're much more thicker. This is the one that I set up to kind of get a little bit familiar with how I want my straps to go. But you can see this one is beautiful. It has a very nice shine, and it did come with the nylon classical string in case you need to hook these up to your classical. As you can see, it's from a brand called P&P Music. I've never heard of it, but P&P Music is in the lead right now. And here we have this sort of felt right here. And then again, they all have the little nylon classical strings here. One thing about these last two is they're faux leather, but they have like a sort of snakeskin texture on there, as you can see. And the same thing with this black one right here. Secondary strap, main strap is a thicker one. Let me show this camera here so that we can get a couple of angles on the straps. That's the black snakeskin strap right there. Another snakeskin, kind of like a beige sort of color. Here is this maroon, and I guess kind of like floral design strap right here, and then the silver strap right here. This is the only one that I set up to get a little bit familiar with my setup so that I can show you how I like my straps, and this one's the embroidered strap as well. you can see that they come with a main strap, which is this one right here. And then they have a secondary strap right here. So what I did was I took the nylon classical, I just tied it there so I don't lose it. I may need that in the future and I want it to be around so that I can access it when I need to. So this is the way that I'm gonna go about setting up my strap, and I'm actually gonna show you how to do that. This is the length of the strap right here. All around it's a beautiful strap. On the back it's just simple faux black leather. Let's go ahead and repeat that process with the other, and I'm going to share with you how I do that. So this P&P side is going to go on the front peg of my guitar. This area is going to go to the back of my guitar. That's how I'm going to set it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my secondary strap, and I'm just simply going to run it through the first hole. I'm going to skip 3 down, and then I'm going to place it into the 4th one because that's what I did over here. So over here I went and then I skipped 2 actually. Then I went into the 3rd one, like so, and then I skipped 2 more slots, and then I brought it through this one on out. So that's how I'm going to repeat all of my straps, as that one seemed pretty comfortable there. So 1, 2, and then once I bring it around this way, it's actually going to go back into here. But before I do that, I want to make sure that this is all the way in there. So I'm going to bring this all the way out like so, until this part comes close to that. And then from here I'm going to kind of just set it in there like that. And then the same thing with this, pull it through. And then one more time right here. Oh, forgive me there. I'm going to pull this through right here. And that's how I'm going to set it up. It's that easy. I'm not going to do anything else behind here or do any sort of weird tying or anything like that. It's in place, it's ready to go, it's not going anywhere. And then from here, I don't want to lose these strings. I do want to keep them just in case I ever want to switch one of these to a classical guitar that doesn't have pegs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat the process that I did on this one. I'm going to get the lace right here, and I'm going to run it through these 2 empty slots right here. I'm going to bring it around and then just simply tie it into a little bow like this. So I'm going to place this down, kind of like tying your shoes really. It's kind of straightforward. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a little bow like that. Make sure I pull it tight just so it doesn't come untied over time, and it holds its tie there, and it's just like that. That's how I'm going to set up all of these straps. So as you can see now, my second strap is set up. I'll go ahead and place them on the guitars here in a moment, but this is strap 2, and then I'm going to go ahead and repeat that 2 more times with the other straps that are here. So these 2 are set up. I'm going to repeat that with this one. So you can see P&P music again. This is the main primary strap. Here is the secondary strap. I'm going to begin with placing the secondary strap into the first slot right here, and then I'm going to just pull it all the way through like so. And then from there I'm going to skip a couple and then put it into the 3rd as shown on this one right here. So skip 1, 2 slots as you see right here, and then I'm going to place it into the 3rd one. Then I'm going to want to bring that out and then bring it back in 2 more slots down. So I'm going to skip another 2 slots, and then we're going to come around this way and then just go through the last slot that's there like so. I did it this way to prevent the secondary strap from moving or loosening up on me, and this is about the right height that I want my guitars, somewhere around here. When I put them on, they do sit right. I'm going to show you that as well, but that's how I'm going to set up this strap right here. So you can see we're all set up, ready to go. This will kind of straighten out over time. I'm going to do the same thing though. I don't want to lose these. I want to keep them just in case I ever need them. I have these 2 little slits right here. I'm just going to slide it through like so, pull it, and then tie it as I did the other 2. And then I'm going to repeat that one last time with the remaining black strap. So far though, setting up is actually pretty straightforward. This is actually going to be different for every artist. You may like yours different, which is completely fine. You can kind of, if you need it to be higher, I'm just going to pull this inwards to make it a little bit higher. To each their own. You get the idea though. Another P&P music. So we're going to go ahead and repeat that process. Get the secondary strap, bring it in through here, pull it all the way through. Very nice. We're going to want to skip 2 slots right here and then go to the 3rd. Bring it through like so, and then the same thing, skip 2 more slots and then bring it this way like that, and then place it in through the final 3rd slot that you see here like so. And this one's set up too. All I have to do now is tie this little nylon string on here so that way I don't lose it. And then from there we can kind of lock them into the guitars and see what strap is going to go on what guitar. I have yet to determine what strap I want to be on each guitar, so maybe you all can help me with that. Let me know what colorways you think sit better with one another. And then I'm just going to tie this here. And that right there is how I'm going to go about setting up my SHEIN guitar straps. This one is a little bit different. This design is not the same as these four. As you can see, it has a little clip to adjust the height right here. It has the classical band as well as a nylon string. It is not like these, so it's a completely different design, which is why this one's a different setup. This one really didn't require any setup at all. All I did was just button this onto the strap and tie it the same way I did those. So there's not really much of a setup for this one, which is why I'm not going to run through that. There's more of a setup with these right here because they have two different belts that we have to put together. There we go. So that is setting up these SHEIN straps. At first impressions though, they definitely feel and look a lot better than what I am currently using over here, and they were a lot cheaper. I think the price of these four straps was about the same price as this one Ernie ball strap right here, which to me is insane because I'm in favor of these tremendously more than this one right here. Let me show you a close-up view here of the strap. So this is basically where they start. As you can see, they're all P&P music besides this one right here. However, if we look at them, they look fantastic. The designs look amazing, as you can see. Really nice, really intricate designs. This one actually does have a silver shine to it, which is impressive. And you can see this design right here is embroidered into the fabric there, which is something I'm in favor of more than, like, you know, printed designs. You can see we have like a snakeskin, maybe sort of crocodile look there going on. This one looks to be like snake scales. I can't be too sure. I could be wrong on the animal that they're trying to mimic, but you get the idea. These are the straps, and then these are the secondary straps right here. They're all set up the exact same way. So here I have these straps on my arm, and you can see I have my guitars right here. I'm not sure which ones I want to put on what guitar. If I had to kind of say out loud here, I think that maybe the silver would be good on my Taylor guitar. So I think this one would probably be good for this Taylor acoustic right here. I think that this black one would go well on my 335 semi hollow body, which is right here. I also feel that this snakeskin would probably be nice on maybe this one or this sunburst guitar, or maybe this one right here. I think this one would actually look nice on this guitar right there, and then this one right here would look better for this one right here, if that makes sense. And then this one may end up going right here on my turquoise or one of those right there. I don't really play bass often. I'm more of a guitarist, but I will get a bass strap later on. So I think that's how I'm going to go about placing them down. Now, this is going to be 110% subjective. My opinion is going to vary from what you think would work. Let me know in the comment section down below what straps you would put on what guitars. I'm not too sure how I want to go about that. You know, a little on the fence about that, but I'm probably, for the sake of this demonstration, I'm probably just going to install those as is right there. So from here, what I want to do is I want to get into the installation part. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I want to grab a guitar so that way we can install it. So let's go ahead and pick out a guitar, and then we can install the strap. I think that I'm probably going to go and start with, let's just pick one at random. Let's get the 335 semi hollow body, and then we can go ahead and install the first guitar strap. So this is going to be my 335 semi hollow body guitar. From here, I'm going to get the strap that I'm going to put on there, which is going to be this black one. I do feel like that would complement well and sit nicely. I already have black locking tuners on it, so therefore I'm choosing this strap. How I'm going to apply this is very simple. I'm going to run this area through the back here of this guitar. So for example, right here we have this little peg. So I'm going to just simply clip it on there. And then after that, I'm going to apply these little locking washers right here. So that way the guitar strap doesn't come off. And then to do that, you're kind of just gonna pull it around and maneuver it onto the peg like so. As you see, now I have the strap with the peg right here installed and it's not going anywhere. I'm essentially gonna repeat that with the remaining peg, which is gonna be right here. Our peg locations may vary. However, the same process would be the same. It would still apply for all guitars. You're gonna wanna get the end. I like to kind of wrap it around, hug it around, and then place it in like so. And then from here, I'm going to get the washer and then just work it around over the peg, and it's there. It's not going to come off. That washer makes it very difficult for this to pop off on its own. And then from here, I kind of just slide that way. And this is what I am working with. You can see it's at a healthy height. It's not too low or too high. I can actually play the guitar and my chords comfortably from here. But you can see though that it's working just fine. No issues with it. It feels stable. It actually feels super comfortable as well. So I'm going to go ahead and repeat that process with the remaining guitars. Installation is going to be the same. The only thing that varies is the peg location. Let's do that again, but with another guitar. So I'm going to select another guitar here at random. Let's go ahead and kind of just go down the line. So I'm going to grab this Grote LP3, I believe. I think it's LPS 023 green guitar. And I'm going to repeat that process. I'm going to go ahead and get my washers out because I'm going to use those on every guitar just to prevent my straps from coming off. And then for this one, I think I'm going to go with maybe this snake design felt right here. So let's just use this one for now. On this one, we could always change them if we want. Installation is going to be the same. So the PPP logo is going to go on the front peg over here. And I'm going to install that by just simply hugging it around right here. Oop, forgive me there. I'm just simply going to hug that there, place it into the peg. I'm going to get my locking washer and the same thing. Just going to kind of work it around the peg until it snaps into place like so. And as you can see, that's what it looks like right there. We're going to repeat that with the other peg on the back. So I'm going to place this down right here. We're going to get this side on the secondary strap and place it on this peg over here. And I'm going to do the same thing with these little washers. They're silicone washers, so they're easy to apply and take off if need be. And you can see now this back strap is also locked into place. So let's go ahead and try it on and let's see. As you can see, they're all going to be at a very similar height, if not the exact same height, because the straps should be the same dimensions, but you can see it's not going to come off. It's locked in there. It's very comfortable. It's a lot more comfortable than the Ernie ball and the other straps that I was using. It looks great. I may get another strap for this guitar individually, but for now, this will definitely do the trick. As you can see though, it's working. These feel fantastic as well. I'm going to kind of go down the line here and just keep installing these straps on the guitars. Let's continue down the line. So the next guitar that I'm going to get is going to be this one right here. This is sort of a Strat style guitar. It's actually very beautiful. I did a full in-depth review on these guitars, so if you're wanting to hear them or learn more about them, be sure to check those out on my channel. Forgive me for that sound there. So from here, I'm probably going to go with this strap right here. I'm going to use this strap on this guitar right here. So the same thing, P&P music logo is going to go on the front peg up here. I'm just simply going to wrap it around. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the silicone washers. All my guitars are going to have the washers. It's one thing that I noticed is when I bought straps before, I didn't even know that these were a thing until I started getting these with my SHEIN packages or with that first strap, and then I realized that these are pretty important. I used to always have issues with my strap, you know, kind of getting looser over the years and falling off. So now I don't have to really worry about that, as these rubber silicone washers will help to compensate and keep my strap in place. So here we have the first part of the strap installed. You can see the strap goes on a peg, washer around, and then from here we're going to do the same thing with the other side over here, like this. And then same thing with the locking washer. There we go. And as you can see, it's really as easy as that. The more that I do it, the more comfortable that I get with the installation process, and it's pretty swift in terms of how it feels when I put it on. It's going to be the same. I feel like this is a perfect height too. Keep in mind, if I want to readjust this, I can fully readjust these straps by realigning them as I showed you earlier in the video. But this is going to be this guitar strap. Very nice, very nice. Let's go ahead and continue this process here. I'm going to repeat this 2 more times. So the next guitar is going to be this one right here. Let's go ahead and strap this guitar up. This guitar is actually going to be with the first SHEIN strap that I got, which is going to be this felt one. I feel like this one kind of complements this guitar more, so we're going to stick with that. Now, in terms of front and back, I'm going to put this right here in the back area. You can kind of put it in the front. I don't think it really matters. That's going to be up to you. But for me, I'm going to place it this way, like so. You can place it this way if you want as well. That's going to be fully subjective, but I want this buckle to be on my back because I don't want to feel that anywhere on my chest, which is why I'm choosing to install it the way that I'm going to here. Same thing, I'm going to get the slit, wrap it around the peg. I'm going to do that for both of them, and then we'll install the silicone washer to keep everything in place. Okay, so we've installed that. Let's go ahead and open up another pack of these silicone washers there to lock it in place. Here we are. Let's go ahead and place these around these pegs. You're gonna have to like pull them a little bit, but not too much. You kind of just start on one area, and then you'll see it just kind of stretches over. And then the same thing, to pull them off, you're gonna kind of want to just repeat that process in reverse. So as you can see on this guitar right here, we have the strap and then the locker right there. It's gonna be on the front side. And then we have the back right here, as you can see. Oops. Just like that. And then let's try this one on. This one, I believe I set a little bit higher, as you can see, or it's about the same as the other ones. It's a little bit higher though. I feel like this one complements the guitar as well. So this one's gonna stay with this strap right here. That's how I'm gonna install that one. I'm gonna repeat that one more time with that acoustic over there. Now these two acoustics don't have any pegs. So, or one of them, I think this one only has one, or they both don't have any. I can't remember. This one, my Taylor, has 2 pegs installed. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one and install my last strap. Now, in terms of those other ones, I may end up just putting them on the guitars, or I may just get more and retire that Ernie ball strap and that other black strap, that nylon one. This silver one is gonna go on the Taylor, repeating the exact same process. So I'm gonna place it over the peg, make sure it sits nice and flush. I'm gonna do the same thing with the under peg over here. If your classical didn't have, or I'm sorry, if your acoustic guitar didn't have pegs, that's what these nylon strings are for right here. You can kind of tie it around there and then tie it to this area right here. I'll do that in another video. But for now, this is going to be the installation for the Taylor. And then here's my last pack of locking washers that I'm going to apply as well. So that way it sits flush on the guitar and doesn't come off That's basically the purpose of these washers. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that, but I'll say it now. I'm just simply going to apply the first one. And you could feel the difference. Once you apply the washers, it really does sit flush on the guitar. I'm going to go ahead and apply this one. There we go. And then this strap is ready to hold my acoustic guitar. Forgive me there. As you can see. Fantastic. They definitely do the job. Now, one thing that I do love about these SHEIN straps is that they're really light. They feel super light, and I like that. I really can't feel the strap. I feel the weight of the guitar, but I don't feel the strap. These SHEIN straps are a bit different from most standard straps. Even the other SHEIN strap on the Telecaster design guitar, it's easier to adjust the height of your guitar. With these sort of straps, how I'm going to adjust the height of my guitar is I'm simply going to push it this way. If I want, let's say if I want to make it higher, I'm going to bring it this way like so, and I'm going to follow this out this way. So I'm going to pull this way, and I'm going to pull the secondary strap up like that. And that right there is going to adjust my guitar for me. So if I put it back on, you're going to notice that it's tremendously higher. And then I would repeat this as needed until I find my desired height. So let's say that was still a little too low for me. What I'm going to do is repeat that process again. Take off my guitar, lay it down right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to pull the strap through, pull it through this way, and then pull it through this way, and one more time, like that. And then I'm going to put it back on and check out the adjustments here. And you can see each time I do it, it gets higher. So that is how you would go about adjusting your straps. It's actually really, really simple. It's stable, it's not going anywhere. I can jump around and do whatever I want, and it's not gonna come loose. Here are the straps on the guitars, and these are the guitars that I chose to put the straps on. So you can see the 335 semi-hollow body has the black strap right there. The Grow LP S023 guitar has that sort of like maybe beige snakeskin one. The Stratocaster style guitar has this sort of beautiful maroon one right there. The Telecaster style went with the felt embroidered one. It complements it well, I feel. And then the silver one went on my Taylor acoustic. That is what I chose. That's the order that I put the straps on with the guitars. Now, if you feel like they match better with another guitar, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll go ahead and try that out and see how it looks on the guitar. But this is what I chose right here. Let me give you one last close-up look at these straps here before we conclude this video. Really beautiful straps. On a side note, the stand that's holding these guitars is also from SHEIN. Let's conclude the video now. So the important question, are the SHEIN guitar straps worth it? In my opinion, with the experience that I have with them, 110% yes. One thing that I've experienced throughout my time of using different guitar straps is that they do age slowly. So if we take care of them, they will hold up for a good amount of time. As I mentioned in this video, for example, this Ernie Boss strap I've had for well over 5 years and it's still kicking. The only thing that's really happened is that this area right here that holds the guitar is loosened up a little bit, but that's why I have those silicone washers to keep this in place. In case it does lose its integrity, it'll still hold on the guitar. So if I had to say, these SHEIN straps are far better than this strap right here. For the price point, for the quality, the design, everything that they are superior to this guitar strap that I had from Ernie Ball. This is going to be 110% subjective. Some may disagree. Some may feel that this is a better strap. But long story short, these guitar straps from SHEIN are definitely worth it. I would recommend them to anyone. They don't break the bank, but they look fantastic. I'm definitely going to be getting a couple of more to finish the rest of my guitars as well. Now, once again, I will be leaving my SHEIN affiliate links for you in the description below so you can check out the straps that I featured in this video on your end. Before you go, if you have any questions at all, I encourage you to drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to assist you in the best possible direction. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell for me, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this for you. With that being said, I thank you for your time and I appreciate you watching. You have a great day.